out on their record this season, and the guys in the black shirts will be more than mindful of that. In attack or on the bench, so Omar Marmoush and young Divine Mukasa. Ida leads the Swansea line. The 8-goal Samba Potney is available as one of the substitutes. The clocks have gone back. It gets dark earlier. He's been doing this in this country for many, many years. He knows. Hands in pockets, starts to get chill. He's deputising for Simon Hooper, who was injured while taking charge of Brentford against Liverpool on Saturday night. And some of you might be pleased to hear them. So final check from our referee, Jared Gillett. Naturally heavy favourites for a place in the quarter-finals, but Swansea already have that one Premier League scout to their name, even if they fall behind today. And they have the ball down the right-hand side with Josh Key, looking for Vidal, he was sacked earlier this year, pitting his wits against Pep Guardiola, the great Pep Guardiola tonight. Swansea scrapping away early for the loose ball. Jeremy Doku.
Faded just for the last 2 or 3 games, but good run here from Inusa.
There's Zidane Inusa. Being warning, showed all that football, getting the ball down and passing it around. Alan Sheehan has spoken about that being his aim.
It's okay to have this amount of possession, the amount of passes that you have, but it's what you do in the final third. And you can say that with tonight, with Vipot.
The weekend. Wolves, sticky start to the season, shall we say, probably worse than that, continues. Chelsea have taken an early lead at Molineux. Nicely threaded pass, first involvement for Ryan Shirky, but as soon as he got it, Galbraith pounced. Good goalkeeping from Fisher.
You can see where the goalkeeper is standing. What, a good four yards outside of his goal line, but he just finds it in the top right-hand corner. No goalkeeper is going to be saving that. But it's a good response from Swansea City. He got goal of the month when he played against Blackburn for the goal that he scored there. What a strike that is from Franco. But good movement down the right-hand side involving Josh Key. Comes alongside the 18-yard box and just lays it on a plate for Franco. And I tell you now, James Trafford could do nothing about that.
I'm in his second game as Nottingham Forest boss, closing in on victory, and just like that, in a flash, Swansea. Rico Lewis feeds the ball into Shirky and gets it back tightly, not allowing any space for the through balls. And here's the goal scorer, Franco.
Ida as well, got good pace down the middle. You certainly have those outlets.
His effort wide. It's actually a superb save from Trafford. Ida's adding height in the middle as well. Plenty of flight on the corner, and Casey steers it back into the middle. And Husanov
explained that ball from Husanov.
James Trafford is being worked perhaps a bit harder than he might have expected in the first half an hour or so.
Great goalkeeper he has been from such an early age as well.
70% possession in this first half has gone to the away team in black.
Just the ball goes through Cameron Burgess's legs, and that's why Fisher sees it a little bit too late. Cannons off the far post.
Test his pace. Bob's in there, so too Marmoush. Wants to go alone, and it's deflected in off Burgess. And finally, City have their breakthrough to level the match. Well, Doku has been a thorn in the side of Swansea throughout. Swansea's rearguard has stood firm. A little hand of apology from Cameron Burgess, but there was little he could do about this.
No, there's not, and you have to say that Doku, it's just the fact that there's a lot of players out there in black shirts who need game time. Say about being a little bit ring rusty.
The Swansea will be desperate to keep the scores level going to the break here. They've defended so well up to now. Picks it up and away from goal from Casey. Quality from the Egyptian. Edge of the box is Marmoush. First touch was a little heavy. Franco charges it down.
Kovacevic had no chance whatsoever in the Norwich goal.
Zapotnik is an option available. Gabob. That's the ball back to Doku. Off balance.
And you have to turn around and say, well, they had that little halcyon period where they won the Cup 4 successive times. And then to go...
Zombie is the song, if you recognise it. Here's Oscar Bob working away down that right-hand side. Feeds the ball, gets it back again. Important challenge from Casey.
Burgess on goal, despite the fact that he wouldn't want that to his name.
Gentleman's agreement. You can have it, Jeremy. We shall see, we shall see. It was fed by Jeremy Doku to Ryan Aït-Nouri. First time he's got to the byline and threat. Shirky's low shot is cleared. Back out to the French winger. All hands on the defensive deck for Swansea City. There's an out-and-out striker in that one. He's more attacking midfield tonight, slightly deeper than Omar Marmoush. Galbraith. Now Lewis. Shirky. Nico Gonzalez is testing the legs of Aït-Nouri, just back from injury. And those legs have stood up to the test.
But as we see with Swansea City, they've already been through the penalty situation with Plymouth Argyle already.
Nico Gonzalez shooting and always. Nathan Ake threads one through to Foden, helps it on its way to Shirky, and it needs...
You see this from a different angle. Josh Key does really well. He just puts it on a plate for Franco, and as I mentioned, he just picks out.
3-0 down. They're now trailed by just one at Molineux. Rock bottom of the Premier League, but could they stay alive?
Which is a bowl out, and once again, Manchester City on the attack.
Jay Fulton gets a boot in. Manchester City. It's a nicely threaded pass. Marmoush whips the ball into the roof of the net. And Manchester City have had to wait, but finally they make the breakthrough. Emphatic finish from City's Egyptian prince.
Well, at times you have to say that Manchester City have... Yes, they're having to...
Shirky gets the... Prior to this, making his way back from injury, he'd made 3 second-half substitute appearances. Oh, Gvardiola's picked out Shirky, and he deserves a goal, and he's got a goal. He has been the standout player for Manchester City on his return to the starting team. And he looks like, although he's still smiling, a bit of cramp has set in his goal celebration.
Well, I can tell you wholeheartedly, that wasn't played for Shirky. That was played for Marmoush. It's a miss-hit, but it falls nicely for Shirky, who has been, I think, the best player for Manchester City.
He's scored a great goal at the Club World Cup. And he is an exciting talent that Manchester City have on their book.